Well, welcome back, Northern Michigan, to another playoff edition of Hometown Highlights. The district round taking place tonight, and it tipped off with a big one out of the Ski Valley Conference. Now, the league went through Mansalona this year, as it has the past few seasons. The Ironmen, though, they were off tonight. They'll be in action tomorrow. The two other teams lying in wait for the playoffs included Johannesburg-Lewiston and Central Lake, both winning pre-district games last week and facing each other in a rematch in the district opener tonight. Cardinals won the first game 22-18. How about that game two? Shall we check it out together? It was a cold and snowy one out there at Joburg-Lewiston High School. The cheerleaders, you rarely see them all decked out in the sweaters and the mittens, but they were tonight. And Dylan Kibbe, nice two-point conversion there. Actually, that's Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy would get the touchdown score. This is Dylan Kibbe. The Cardinal offense was rolling early. It doesn't matter if there was snow on the ground. The Cardinals were still moving fast through that grass. Trojans on offense on the other end, though. Kyle Hiltunen throws a prayer, almost gets picked off, but Matt Sexton is there to answer. He pulls it in, and the refs would rule it down, but it would be a good possession and a good drive for the Trojans. Here they are, punching in a two-point conversion after a touchdown. This one in the hands of George Thayer. Evens us up at 8 points apiece. Cardinals back on offense, though. This is Hardy going against the wind, and you can tell because those snowflakes are flying right in his face. That doesn't matter. Hardy still gets the touchdown. Joburg goes up 16-8, and the Cardinals go on to advance 40-30. They're moving on to the regional round. Central Lake going home. Two Highland Conference teams facing off in a rematch in Division 7 tonight. That would be Lake City, the Trojans, hosting the Everett Wildcats. Fans going nuts for this one in the stands. And going nuts as well, Drew Marion on the ground, fighting for every inch on this play. Looks like he'd be brought down at the one, but he actually punches it in for the score. Very impressive play by Mr. Marion. 7-0 Lake City. Then Jared Hansen takes this one 35 yards up the middle. Easy score for the home team in black, and the crowd loving the early advantage. Wildcats on offense, though. Jacob Fortune has very good fortune here. Sets this one up to John Danley, and Danley pulls it down. Very impressive. Well worth a good hug there from that teammate. Then Austin Green, not the actor Brian Austin Green, but the running back Austin Green. He gets this one down to the goal line for Everett, where they would eventually punch this one in for 6, and then the extra point would make 7. Marion, though. Drew Marion back to the offensive end. Ryan Vincent is his receiver. Actually catches the bobbled pass, almost intercepted by the Everett defender, but Vincent pulls it in, and Hayden Francisco on this end around. Here he is in the far corner, number 34, punches it in. At Lake City, they're moving on. Typical high-scoring affair for them. They win this one 48-7. Well, let's stick with the Trojans, shall we? We covered the Central Lake Trojans and the Lake City Trojans. The Traverse City Central Trojans in action tonight as well. Before last Friday's double overtime comeback, TC Central hadn't won a playoff game since 1991. And unfortunately, their amazing 2012 run came to an end tonight at the hand of the Midland Chemics, final in this one 28-16. Well, we'll head down south now, where Reed City and the Coyotes. Where's the Roadrunner when we need him? Coyotes hosting Newaygo. Reed City in their second straight home playoff game. Right off the top, charge to go. They quickly get down, and senior Jordan Straub for the Coyotes gets the touchdown, putting them up 7-0. Into the beginning of the second quarter we go, and Newaygo fires back. Weston Butler throws to number 22, Connor Bradley, and Connor Bradley does what we like to see those receivers do, skies high, and makes the grab. 28 yards on that catch. They would tie it up on this next play here. Butler runs it in up the middle, and we got a pretty close game down there in Reed City. Not to be outdone, though, the Coyotes back on offense in their possession here. Chad Samuels, the QB, throws to Straub, makes a great catch and crashes into that Newaygo sideline. He would be okay on that play, though. With a few minutes left in the half, second yard line, it's Samuels to Straub yet again as he hands it off to number 10, and number 10 runs it in for 6. Although Reed City was actually up 14-7 at the half, it would be Newaygo, the road team, coming out the winners in this one 30-29 in a close one.